Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brushes and Bunnies, and in this video we're going to be doing a drawing challenge, which is actually gonna be the no eraser challenge. I'm going to be drawing something without the use of an eraser, and I'm super nervous for it because I rely so much on erasers. But I'm actually curious to see how things will turn out, you know, in terms of the style, in terms of the character, if it will look sort of the same as what I do normally draw when I use an eraser. I don't know, we'll see, I don't know, but it's an interesting experiment to try out. Before we get into the no eraser challenge, what I'm going to do is just announce a couple things. The first one is that clearly Germany is going to win the World Cup. That's a joke if if you guys have been watching. We're just like not doing that great this year, which is a bit of a bummer because Germany is always like the best, you know, like I just love watching them play. But this year I think the World Cup is going to an underdog. I don't know. Nonetheless, it's very exciting, it's very dramatic, it's very heartbreaking for us Germans over here. Last night's game was really intense against Sweden. I don't know if you guys were watching, but like we came in last minute, shot a goal at like 15 seconds before the game was over. We're not kicked out. We're not kicked out of the World Cup, so I'm so excited to see what's going on. The next game is on Thursday. That explains why I am wearing or repping the jersey. Second announcement is something that is art related actually, and it's actually something really fun. It's basically a Discord server for the YouTuber art community. So if you're an artist, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're creating art videos, come join us in the server. The art room is called. I'm going to be adding all of the things you need to know down below in the video description. The art server was created by two co-founders. You've got Hello Alice and you also got Jellybee. Yeah, they decided to create this wonderful server where all of us YouTube artists can come together and discuss YouTube topics, discuss art topics, get critiques, promote yourselves, find collaborations. There's all kinds of things that are happening in there, and it's very fun, and we're going to be introducing challenges and prompts very soon, so stay tuned for that. But I would highly recommend, if you're an artist, to come join us, or YouTube artist, I gotta say, if you're a YouTube artist, come join us, and we all have a really good time in there. Myself and Monique Renee and also Chloe Rose are moderators on this Discord server, so we're always around and always available to chat or to have questions asked to in terms of YouTube things or art things. So yeah, come join us, we're having a good time. Alright, so I think we can jump right into the eraser or no eraser challenge. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and check out my social media platforms down below, Instagram and Facebook. I am announcing the Instagram giveaway very soon. I'm just waiting to get paid so I can buy the prize at the end of this month. Should happen. So if you're waiting for that, just wait for just a couple more days, you know, this week. But I will be announcing it very soon. So let's get started with the challenge. This challenge really put things into perspective in terms of how much I rely on an eraser and how much an eraser really ends up sculpting the style that I have created for myself with my sketches. And it really kind of like, I don't know, when I was drawing her, I was just like, oh my gosh, like there were a lot of things that I should or could have fixed with an eraser, and it would have turned out in more so the angular style that I do with my sketches. But this time around, I decided to just let things flow, see where things go, see in terms of the improvements I need to work on for myself, in terms of like the facial features, for example, and just things that I don't typically get right off the bat. I rely on an eraser to erase and restructure, or erase again and reposition. So there's a lot of things that I have messed up in this drawing. Now, first and foremost, I think if you guys want to attempt this drawing, use a very light pencil, whether that is maybe a 2H or even lighter, or something like a coal erase pencil, which is what I used for this one, in a light blue. So it's very faint, and what I decided to do was just draw over top of the blue lines and just start to fill in the sketch with my B and 8B and my 2H or my HB pencil. So this is sort of the approach that I took with the no eraser challenge. It was super weird though, because when I was drawing her, I could realize certain things that I wanted to fix so bad, and just not being able to use the eraser really kind of pushed me out of my element and my routine that I typically do when I draw portraits. So I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like I felt really awkward. I felt really like no confidence, you know, like I just didn't feel like I could get this done the way that I normally can, or with the tools that I normally relied on. So the drawing kind of came out really strange at first. And this part of the video is quite critical in terms of seeing this process. Like, there are a lot of things that I wish I could have fixed. For example, the nose was way too, like the distance between the eyes and the nose was way too short. The eyes should have been placed a little bit higher, and the position of the mouth was also kind of like misaligned a little bit. And also just the chin area, I was having difficulties with the chin. It was too pointed and she had kind of no draw. I would have added a little bit more meat to that area, and typically I would have for sure erased this and repositioned the way that I thought would work for her face. So this was kind of like, I don't know, it was hard, and it was just like, it really brought things to my attention where I was just like, whoa, I do rely heavily on erasers, and it was just, I don't know, it was kind of strange. So at this point in the drawing, I was really unsatisfied with the way that she was turning out. There were just like, her eyes were just completely too far apart, for example, and I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, what do I do? Do I just stop the video and record a new one and just try again? But then I decided to just go with it, just go with the flow, see where it takes me, because I did really want to see exactly how the character would turn out without an eraser. And I figured later down the road, I'll be adding watercolor and marker and all kinds of things, and I could technically sort of paint on top of the areas that I messed up in and try to cover some of the areas, because that's not cheating, right? Like, I'm not using an eraser, I'm just kind of like applying color. So I decided to just see what I could technically fix and how I could fix it. And this was actually quite fun. I think that generally in the end, she did turn out quite interesting. It was a very funny experiment to do, and she became very, I don't know, it's kind of a nice illustration almost that I did enjoy once the whole picture came together. Apart from the sketching materials, I did end up using my Shinhanart watercolor, the premium watercolors, and my Schmincke white gouache paint, as well as my aqua bronze gold, or I think it's pale gold, yes, pale gold, like shimmering paint that I did use for the white spaces in the background. This actually was an interesting mix, because with the green leaves and with the white or the gold background, it really made the character pop out. Like, it was a kind of a weird illusion, and I was like, oh my god, like she looks like a cutout or something. It was kind of strange, but it did turn out to be a very cool effect. And I did use a little bit of my Polychromos and also my Caran Luminance pencils to highlight some yellow and pink around her cheekbones and around her eyes and in her lips. And I also did use my Touch fine liner markers just to do, like, you know, the typical style that I typically do, like outline the eyes, outline some of the facial features with the black fine liner, and also the hair and the body. So yeah, I think in the end she did turn out kind of cool looking, and it was really interesting, and I think I want to try to recreate her with an eraser. So I'll do like a comparison, and I'll save that for another video. If you would like to attempt the no eraser challenge, I will add the reference photo that I did use for this photo or this painting down below in my video description, so do check it out. And if you want to share the art or the results of your challenge, you guys can always upload it on Instagram and just tag me in it. And yeah, just tag me in your photo and I'll go check it out and leave a comment and probably heart your photo, because I love seeing all of your artwork and it's kind of interesting. So yeah, let me know if you guys do try out this challenge. As always, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do give it a big thumbs up. I'm very grateful for all your support. Don't forget to subscribe for more art videos. And yeah, check out the other social media networks or accounts that I have down below the video description, as well as the art room Discord that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. As always, I'd like to wish you guys a fantastic day. Keep drawing, keep being awesome, never give up, and we will see each other very soon. Bye!